everybody, and welcome to another edition of Pipe Bomb Sports. I am your host, the Monk. This is a very, very tenuous and contentious time for me, as Chelsea have just drawn 1-1.
Monk, your mic is on the wall, Monk.
Yeah, I can't hear anything. I can't hear anything.
Monk, I love you, bro. I'm looking, I'm like, what are you talking into over there? Keep it going. This is Nelly.
Here I am. Here I am.
Monk, we sat here.
Guys,
That's what great.
You can't expect 100% from me today. My head is just not in the game. Chelsea, 10 men. They score. PSG tie it with 10 men in the 86th minute. Of course, the villain, David Luiz. They're going into extra time as we speak. So say a prayer if you're a religious person.
Monk made us leave extra early today so we get here at halftime so we can watch the Chelsea game in the studio. We sat in standstill traffic. I mean, we didn't do anything. Monk's listening to the game. We hear what's going on. 0-0, 10 men left for PSG and Chelsea. I'm watching the game at home before coming to leave, Monk. And we had a big red card in this match, huh? Zlatan Ibrahimovic, big time red card. You could say it's yellow, you could say it's red. People went nuts, and you know their big striker left the game. And they said, "Could this go on the protest? Could that goal go on the protest?"
Yeah, if they advance, yes.
So
but they're not going to advance because we're gonna get them right now. Next, actually, commercial break, and we're gonna have the 2:15
I hope
minutes.
for your sake, Andrew.
Yeah, I
really
hope for my sake too.
You guys don't like sports broadcasts. Anytime the announcer's like, oh, and then this field goal never missed, hasn't missed all year or whatever, right? And then of course they missed that time.
Yeah.
You talking about Dan Bailey against the Lions?
No, I just said earlier today about this matchup in particular, and how they've never had a goal. What was it? They've never had a.
No, they've never had a goal against any English club in European competition ever.
Wow.
In 6 all-time games in England. So on the road they can't score against English teams in European competitions. So Champions League, Europa League. And they scored. Of course, David Luiz. I have his jersey, David Luiz. Loved him. Loved the Brazilian. He's a religious man. He was praying to God. He closed his eyes and he got a header. But we're going to go back to that game and keep me updated if I go crazy. And
10 men, let's see what happens.
Let's burn this motherfucker down, Pookie.
Let's burn it down. Bottle, threw something else against the couch.
As soon as I come in, they score Gary Cahill and then bang.
Bang. 2 seconds. Monk put the
Murphy's Law.
game on. They scored. Monk went nuts in the studio. I'm like, something's going to break. Something's going to get smashed.
A pitcher's going to fall.
It was nuts. It was nuts. But I feel bad for you, Monk, because as a diehard sports fan, how we all are. We know how we got.
This is eating me up inside. I'm wearing Diego Costa's jersey, and the guy did not show up for 90 minutes. Let's see what Mourinho does for this extra time. But moving on. It's been for your guys' favorite sport. This has been an unbelievable offseason.
Oh, yeah. It's been amazing.
These moves have been unbelievable.
It's been like a trade deadline, Andrew.
It's been like a trade deadline.
It's been ridiculous.
Did you see this coming? So many acquisitions?
No.
Like this?
No. Nothing like this. No way. No way.
Yeah. In real life. These general managers just woke up and said, hey, you know what? I'm going to overhaul my whole team.
Yeah.
And just change the whole look of my franchise. In a matter of
48 hours, I'm going to overhaul my whole team.
We were talking about a little while ago how the NFL, I think you said it, the NFL is like a year-to-year thing.
Oh, yeah.
We have one, but this is proving that more than ever.
It's a win-now sport.
Your year, or
that's it.
Your
Yeah.
whole team could be different. Your entire team.
Ryan, that kind of coincides with my philosophy of with the Seahawks. If they would have won back-to-back, they're a franchise because I was saying there's so many variables in the offseason.
Dropa's coming in, Monk. Sorry.
Dropa is in. My favorite athlete, ladies and gentlemen. The reason I became a Dropa fan. He's coming. Is he coming in? I hope he's coming in.
I hope it's for Costa.
I hope he might play 2 strikers and leave Costa in. And Costa appears to be out.
Just look for his gloves. Yeah. He wears gloves.
Yeah, he's out. Costa's out and deservingly so. I should take his jersey off and do this show with my tank top on. But I should have brought my Dropa jersey because he might save us right now in extra time. The savior. So let's see. I tell you, one team that I'm very impressed with, Vin. I'm a Giants fan. You know, as we had Jimmy Dugan. Many great times as a Giant fan, but right now, it all depends on the quarterback. But the Jets, it's all about the Jets right now. Just like in New York, as a Yankee fan, it suffers me to say it's all about the Mets.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah.
So I am very impressed with the moves they made.
I'm with you, Andrew.
In particular,
The Brandon Marshall move, you have to be very happy with. You trade a 5th-round pick for Brandon Marshall. How are you going to get a 5th-round talent that's as good as Brandon Marshall? I don't know. People say he's a cancer in the locker room, but he's played with Bowles. Yeah, people say he's a cancer in the locker room. Yeah, that's the big knock on the Jets trading for him right now. But then they're saying that Bowles coached him when he was with the Dolphins. Bowles was part of that coaching staff. So he's used to him in the locker room.
Multi-personality disorder, he has?
Yeah, bipolar,
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
Listen, that whole thing...
But for a 5th rounder?
It's a steal, Ryan.
Steal for a 5th rounder. Come on, it's a joke.
The whole thing with Brandon Marshall is, he's doing that Inside the NFL show. He's close to New York to do it. And there's another guy who was a former NFL player that didn't pan out for him, and that was Tiki Barber.
Yeah.
So you better be careful what you say in the media, because New York fans are going to turn on you, and you're not going to be on Inside the NFL, and no one's going to like you. So, yeah, it's a good move to, be a Jet. He's going to be a star here. It's a great sign.
Well, he's great for the offense because they have Decker. Now they can put Decker as the 2. Right. Decker's a regular 2, not a 1. Decker's now 2. You have Curley in the slot and Amaro coming back for his 2nd season. You know what I'm saying?
It's a great tandem.
It really is. They signed Bilal Powell back as a small running back signing. No, Fitzgerald stayed with the Cardinals. He took a pay cut. He took a pay cut then to stay there, but. I mean, then on the defensive end, we had Darrelle Revis back, and we had Buster Skrine from the Browns. It's just like
a lot of people are high on Buster Skrine.
He's really good.
He's a good young corner.
He's really good. Yeah, he is. And now I'm hearing we might also sign Cromartie back. Are they going for it this year?
I mean, we'll see. That's a great question. I believe we're going to see that.
If they trade that 6th pick for like a Drew Brees, because the Saints are in rebuild mode now, trading Graham to Seattle. We'll get to that later, but you know what I'm saying? Like, are the Saints in complete rebuild mode? I mean,
we'll get. Let's get to that now.
I mean, are they really looking at? I heard they might trade that 1st pick to the. I mean, they might trade Brees for the 1st pick to the.
It's over, yeah.
Staying on the AFC. Staying on the AFC East for a second. I just want to say this is bullshit because they've never been great, and now. Like, the division's been a joke for, 7, 8 years? Now the Cowboys are playing AFC East next year. And now the whole division's awesome.
Because you're not going to have a running back next
schedule,
year.
Right? Like, 2 months ago, I'm like,
Joseph Randle, who's working for Haynes, is going to be your starting running back next year.
Yeah. Whoa. We don't know the whole Murray situation
He won't be back. He'll be with the Eagles.
Yeah, but still.
You think Murray's leaving?
With the Eagles.
Yes, he will.
No, he's not. They got Ryan Matthews, dude.
They just signed Ryan Matthews.
There's only 3 teams in the running.
I don't know if I'm convinced with Ryan Matthews.
There's only 3 teams in the running for Murray.
I don't believe in what Chip Kelly's doing over there.
The whole Eagles thing has got to be its own.
I don't believe in Sam Bradford.
It's all goddamn segment. Listen, you gotta go to Twitter, #Eagles, and watch Philly fans
what comes
rip
up.
this team. Someone wrote, "This is awful. Trades like this wouldn't even be allowed in Madden." I lost it when I read that.
No, they're right though.
Deshaun Jackson, Macklin, LaShawn McCoy, Nick Foles.
Macklin's gone on Kansas City.
I know that. I'm naming guys that are gone.
Wow.
And people that buy their jerseys because what are you gonna wear at these games? What jersey are you wearing if you're an Eagle fan?
Now you got to buy a Kiko Alonso jersey.
Kiko Alonso.
You got to buy an Alonso jersey.
I want to get through all
Brent
these.
Selleck.
Listen, you can't buy. Now we've come to the conclusion you can't buy jerseys in any sport anymore.
No.
You have to buy old retired players' jerseys because everybody.
Then David Luiz, perfect example.
Every player, it's in every sport, Andrew.
By the way, Vin, I do have an update. I'm sorry to cut this off, but Diego Costa is in the game, but now he doesn't have gloves.
Oh, no gloves?
So now he might score.
He took the gloves off?
Mourinho is going for it with 2 strikers. He doesn't want to go to penalties.
Yeah.
Chelsea has a corner right now. No, you don't want to
go to penalties.
Go playing against 10 men.
That's the worst way to lose.
Not playing against 10 men, you don't want to go.
That's the worst way
Not
to
at
lose.
home. So
if we go back to this, even with the Jets on, yes, Brandon Marshall, Darrelle Revis, great signs. Great offseason for the Jets. Those are 2 top guys. They're older in their careers. Do you think they still have gas in their tank to make a difference in the Jets? Are you okay with that? Because you know what? You go to a new face, maybe they'll let it go. Maybe they don't have it anymore.
Look, Revis is a presence, man.
Yeah,
he's a presence, dude. He just came off
winning a Super Bowl.
Ladies and gentlemen,
there's a penalty kick.
Chelsea, did they just get a penalty?
I think so.
Chelsea might have just gotten a penalty kick in extra time. It looks like it is a handball. It didn't hit his head. It hit Zuma's head. They gave it anyway. They gave the spot kicks.
You want to talk about fixed?
No, Vin, handball. Not fixed. Not fixed. That's a handball. I hope it's my boy Hazard stepping up to the spot. Wow, their captain, Thiago Silva.
It is Hazard.
Let's see what happens right now. Hazard for the spot.
This could bring Monk back to life.
Monk, play-by-play this Monk.
Hazard steps up. Sirigu looks focused. Hazard, short run-up right now.
What are you guys saying? I'm thinking top left.
Top left.
Yeah! Calmly finished. In the middle, Chelsea lead. I'm back, folks. All right.
Here we go.
Now, as far as the AFC East goes, I'll tell you right now. I'm going to tell you right now, the Dolphins, I'm very impressed with their moves. I like their defense as it was, and they didn't lose much. And you had Ndamukong Suh, I don't care how many
him on one
legs
side
he
and
stepped
Wake on the other side.
And Vinny, like you were saying on the way up here, I'm convinced with Ryan Tannehill.
I like Tannehill, but a lot of people
Tannehill.
are not convinced with him. A lot of people don't like him. I don't know why. I think he's really good.
Because he's streaky. Right now, he hasn't shown enough consistency.
Their next big move, though, they have to keep Lamar Miller.
Ryan.
Lamar Miller's a free agent. They have to keep Lamar Miller.
They do have to keep Lamar Miller.
They have to keep Lamar Miller.
I agree.
They have to. That's a must for that team.
I think that's going to be the most exciting division next year.
I was going to say, Ryan, who do you like in that division?
It's good. It's been the Pats division for years, and to be honest, I think it's a coin toss. I think the Jets are still the worst team technically because of the QB situation right now. But you have to love the potential of the Bills. You have to. And you got to love the potential of the Dolphins. And the Pats are still, they're still the favorites. But
There's no way the Super Bowl winning team opens up every Thursday, Week 1 NFL, that the Pats are not playing a division team Week 1 on Thursday Night Football.
Absolutely.
No
I hope it's them versus the
Bills.
Bills. I
think it'll be the Jets.
Rex.
I think it's going to be the Jets.
Yeah.
I would love that.
Exactly. Revis leaving to play. Like, how could they not do that?
The Jets did trade for a mid-level quarterback in Fitzpatrick today. He's used to Chan Gailey's system in Buffalo. You know, he did get that big contract. The 1 year Gailey was his OC, so if he doesn't turn the ball over and doesn't throw picks and just plays a conservative game, he should be fine. If we do have to start him, I don't want to start Geno Smith. I really don't.
But the one thing, though, you have Fitzpatrick, right? And he's,
he's a mid-level quarterback.
I really feel like maybe it's a bias of some sort, but I honestly feel like unless you have a top 10 guy, it just doesn't matter. Like for that year. For the future.
I don't know. Russell Wilson coming into the league his first year was pretty damn good, and no one had him in the top 20.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
But he
top
is.
30.
Now he is.
Top 30,
now he is not coming into when he.
But we know what Fitzpatrick. Can you win? Can you win a Super Bowl with Ryan?
He's stable.
He's a stabilize. He's a game manager.
The defense is what's going to win it.
If Bowles can build the defense like he did in Arizona,
I feel like you need a better running game.
Okay.
Because if Fitzpatrick can't lead you, you need a running game to lead you.
Yes, you do.
And they got Chris Ivory back yet? They have Chris Ivory.
Chris Johnson got shot.
Chris Johnson was shot, and Jake Locker decided that there's life after football. That's one thing I feel like we have to. Patrick Willis is.
Did you hear why? Did you hear why?
I didn't hear why. No,
I heard why he retired.
Tell me why.
He said because he
came from a life of poverty.
He got a calling to go down south and help poor children.
Patrick Willis.
Honestly, I'm going to take my headphones off.
Look it up.
I'm going to put them down. I want to walk off the show, but I'm obligated to stay here for you guys. I enjoy doing the show. Our listeners. I'm going to tell you right now. I saw a story on Patrick Willis where he came from. He used to live in a hut with his brothers and sisters.
No, I read that same story too. Yeah.
Non-existent, and
his father was a real piece of.
Talk about a man that just.
Another one, Monk.
Penalty. Oh, no penalty.
Almost.
His father was a real. You know what, Andrew? I can't say.
I'm going to tell you right now. Wow. Vinny. I did not know that.
No, that's what.
But you know what? If I had to guess, I would say it's something like that. There is life after football. Quality of life. Rashard Mendenhall, case in point. He's a writer now. Lives in Santa Monica. Yeah.
Look at Michael Strahan. Look what he's doing.
Exactly. Look at Michael Strahan.
He's making more money in his second career than playing football.
I don't even think it's about money. I think it's like you say. He loves what he's doing. He loves it. He loves it.
You can tell. You can see it.
You can see exactly. He's happy every day he goes to work.
Andrew, he's a top guy in his position. Patrick Wilson. He just retired at top. He pulled the Barry Sanders.
Strahan did that?
How long has Strahan been in the league?
Oh, yeah, well, that's true.
How longer, definitely, but if you want to talk about a train wreck team.
Patrick Wilson's?
Yeah.
27.
Unbelievable.
He's my age. It's done.
Unbelievable.
It's over.
The 49ers are done.
Yeah, they're complete rebuild.
Now, there's more to life than NFL, man.
The other guy retired with him, the offensive lineman.
I commend him. I really do. I really commend him.
Yeah, it really was a class act, Andrew. It really was.
Wow.
Did you see it coming? No.
Not at all.
That's what it is.
If you told me Patrick Wilson was going to retire before Peyton Manning, you got to be kidding me. I would never
crazy.
think that ever.
Agree.
I'm going to tell you, maybe I sound a little biased, but
15 years Michael Strahan played.
I looked at what the Seahawks did,
I looked at
and You re-signed Marshawn Lynch. You sent a message to the football world.
Yeah, and then
we're not going anywhere. We'll take 2 out of 3 years. We won the Super Bowl and got to one. We'll take it because we're going for it next year.
They are going
with the signing of Jimmy Graham. They're going for it. They let Byron Maxwell go, but didn't they sign a cornerback?
Who?
They had. They signed.
Seattle?
Yeah, Seattle. I believe they signed a cornerback to replace Byron Maxwell. Will Blackman.
Okay. It's not bad. He's not
Good
bad.
enough to replace Byron Maxwell when you have Richard Sherman and
Maxwell's excellent.
No, he is. He is.
But they do have good pieces. Yeah.
Good pieces. I think they're going for it.
They got to sign Bobby Wagner to a long-term deal.
Got to sign Bobby Wagner.
They are definitely going for it again, Andrew.
Well, you know what? Their offense. I got to say, their offense is terrifying right now. You have easily one of the best mismatches in the league with Jimmy Graham.
Yeah.
You got Lynch. How
you turned an offense that
you know what the best part of it is? Russell Wilson still under his rookie contract.
He will be running.
They got to pay him
Russell Wilson.
Everywhere. They got to pay him next year.
He will lead QBs in rushing, maybe besides Cam Newton.
I agree. With Jimmy as a threat, I think that opens up their entire offense.
Unbelievable.
Forget about what.
Just the point where you can't spy Russell Wilson anymore, like Mugs haven't run anyway.
Exactly.
What are you gonna do if you spy him one-on-one with Jimmy Graham? You're screwed.
Yeah,
right.
Done.
You're screwed. And those little trick play, action plays that they run with Lynch to the corner are going to be wide open over the middle now. It's phenomenal.
And if they keep in a zone or they try to shadow Jimmy, and then Lynch will just run right through
that.
I just don't know how the Saints pull this. I mean, this is Hall of Famer.
What are they
retiring Jimmy
They're
Graham's
a complete rebuild. That's what they're in.
Yeah, but this guy wants.
They had a bad year. They had a bad. Their defense is not good.
Saints are rebuilding. Atlanta's rebuilding. They're all rebuilding.
Exactly.
This
is the time for your boys to step up, Nell.
Another interesting division, I think, very, very interesting, is the NFC East.
Oh, yeah.
Because we're talking about the Eagles doing, not doing, Giants, Cowboys. Do the Cowboys keep? If they lose Murray, I could see the Giants winning this division this year. I like the Vereen signing.
Yeah,
didn't they sign?
It's a good signing.
It's a good signing.
Yeah.
Bradshaw-esque guy catches the ball in the backfield. You can't ask more. Now you got Cruz, Odell, and Vereen. It's fantastic for Giant fans. I was a little upset when it came out because I wanted him to get Duke in the draft, but you know what?
They got Dwayne Harris.
You can't turn it down.
Yeah,
I agree.
You got a good core now.
He's a winner. He's a winner. He brings a winning mentality. You know, he's been Vereen for the Giants. You know,
the great player. You know, now when you say New England, how you give that up? But rumors are circling that Reggie Bush might go there to New England.
Yeah, I heard
see
that.
What happens. And in-house James White, who on the show, the NFL Draft Show, was my guy. And New England has used every running back but him. From Wisconsin.
Well, they still have Jonas Gray too.
But New England, they haven't even started.
They don't skip a beat, man. I don't worry about
That's what I was going to bring up. They lose this one, they lose that one, and
it
doesn't matter, man.
That's what Belichick does. They said he gets rid of players a year or two before he thinks their career's going to end. Same reason why they got rid of Vince Wilfork.
Yep.
You know, the interesting thing is, I kind of feel like Belichick, what he's done with the Pats over the last decade or so, is similar, not quite to the same extent, but similar to what Chip Kelly's doing right now, where he just completely changes the team every so often. And because of his success and because of Brady, it hasn't mattered. But now you have this situation in Philly, and people are going nuts.
I would love to see what he's going to...
I don't think it's worth going crazy about until we know what happens.
Exactly.
Like, first of all, what is Chip Kelly really
After the draft,
what have they done?
We'll really be able to assess what...
Sam Bradford can't run. So that fast pace...
No, I understand that.
It's not going to work.
But...
They're going to hone in on Ryan Matthews to be still running the ball by week 2.
Right.
But I read another article.
But
you know what they said?
Ryan. You're saying, you can't...
It's like, I guess what I'm saying is, what are you flipping out about? It's not like you're ruining a dynasty. I mean, they haven't done anything.
I'm with you there, right? Because you really can't... Until the season starts, you know what I'm saying? Maybe Foles really doesn't fit his system, you know what I'm saying? And like he said in his press conference today, he already got offered a first-round pick for Bradford.
That's a lie, Vin.
Exactly.
No one would give a first-round for Bradford. I love Sam Bradford.
I agree. It's a little strange.
Option. I was rooting for Bradford winning versus Tebow in the championship. I'm a big Bradford guy. Guy threw 350 plus every game in college. He can't run. You can't run the Chip Kelly system when you can't run. He's weak. He gets hurt a lot. I don't see what. And you're saying it didn't work.
He's not the answer.
He went 20 and 12 in 2 years, guys. He made the playoffs and lost. He lost Nick Foles week 5 this year. You had to stick with Sanchez. Come on. You didn't have a defense. That's the problem. You didn't have a defense. There was the leader of the team, Nick Foles, who steps in under Vic, wins the locker room over, Shady McCoy, all these guys. You went 20 and 12. What did you do wrong?
But now
sometimes it's not on your side.
Did Nick Foles and the Eagles go 20-12, or did Chip Kelly and his system go 20-12?
Nick Foles went 20-12.
Really?
Because
I think he's wildly inconsistent.
I do too.
I don't think.
I like
you can't guard Des Bryant. That's Chip Kelly's
I'm not convinced with Chip Kelly.
That's the defense's fault.
You're not, Andrew? I happen to be convinced.
Not
Same Eagle team that
I read an article. Listen, I read an article that college coaches wrote anonymously saying they had to get Chip Kelly out of college football. He was too smart for the other coaches. If you gave him a talent of an SEC team, if you gave him the talent of an SEC team, they said, he would have taken Saban out of it.
No shot.
I'm just telling you what I read from anonymous college coaches. I swear to God. From anonymous college football coaches.
Well, this is why we were saying, Benny, like, you gotta wait and see.
Yeah, you have to wait.
You gotta wait and see. I mean, they do have some good. Eagles fans are bugging out, but they do have excellent players now on defense. They have Kiko Alonso, Byron Maxwell, and Thurman from Seattle joining.
I know.
They have and
the big reason for Sam Bradford. I mean, let's be honest. I love him too. Not only I feel bad for the guy.
So do I. But
Pat Schumer now is there. Offensive coordinator that they were together with. I mean, that's a connection.
But he had a good year, right? Do you trust in your division, Dallas, Giants, Washington? Is he going to stay healthy? No.
Sam Bradford?
Yeah,
probably not. But can you really make moves off of
JPP's?
Will he stay healthy? Like you can't just.
I think the Giants are gonna be good this year.
I think they are too.
Unfortunately,
I think so too.
I hate it, but I think they'll be good too.
They're gonna be good this year.
I really do.
Keep
too.
going,
About time.
I do.
No, it's all right. I just it's. I don't even remember what I was saying.
But still, McCoy to the Bills. Do we like McCoy to the Bills on the outside?
I love it. I love
Is
it.
he going to be good there?
I love
excellent.
it. They have no quarterback.
They don't got a quarterback. BJ
Well, they have no quarterback.
They have
Bills have no quarterback.
They're ground and pound.
Yeah,
This actually makes it even more confusing. Is who in the heck is going to grab who? Winston and Mariota? Because now it's like there's no way the Eagles are.
I like it. I love it.
What are they doing? There's something we don't know.
Bus.
Something we don't know. You guys
I
really
think the Eagles are going to trade Bradford.
Right? Do you guys really think they're just rolling with Bradford and Sanchez? Because I can't buy that.
No. They're trading one of them to Tennessee, I think.
Everything's going to be all right, Monk. I keep lying to myself that the Bucs are going to do the right thing. I know they're going to screw us.
Now I hope for your sake they take Winston.
We screw up every first-round draft pick, and I'm just buying my time, hour by hour, saying, we're going to take Winston. We're going to take Winston.
Did the Lions do a good enough job replacing Sue with
Nada?
Yeah.
I think so.
I think absolutely. Right?
That was a freebie for them.
Yeah,
they got it for nothing.
Great signing.
Come on, I think so too, Andrew.
But this brings me to the point I wanted to bring up. I made sure I wanted to cover it today, which is like, the whole thing about how it's like fantasy football now?
Yeah.
It honestly pisses me off so much because not only can you not buy jerseys anymore, but it's like, I'm a fan. I don't know about you guys. I'm a fan of the players on my team more than the organization. So that's why I wanted to ask you guys a question. But for me, like the loyalty and the passion and love comes from the guys. For me right now, it's Romo, Dez, Murray, the O-line, Dwayne Harris, who's a giant now. It pisses me off. Like, for me, it's not the Cowboys. I actually hate Jerry Jones. It's them. It's the Cowboy players.
Yeah.
So
I got
this is good for other people. Like maybe Saints fans. Maybe some people out there are Jimmy Graham and Drew Brees fans.
Right.
When do you draw the line of I'm a fan of this organization, I support them no matter what, and when is it your support and you are a fan of the players? Because for me, it's the players.
Well, I mean, I
GMs aren't a fan of their contracts, right?
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Well, I hate that it's all business now, though.
It's all business.
Peyton Manning takes a pay cut. Brady takes a pay cut.
Ryan, if you
Why
make
can't
this
you
a
guys-
business, then this world's gonna
I'm
be
with you, Ryan. That's what I said.
because-
Take some pay cuts, man. Stay
Everything's
with
a
the team for
business.
more than like 2 years. This is
Graham's
seriously
the
like
face of
fantasy
the
football now.
Saints.
You know the amount of
it
big
is.
names that are on different teams now. Franchise guys, McCoy,
It's all the
Jimmy.
time. It's every year.
Frank-
I know.
well,
it's
Frank
it's
Gore's
going to be every
washed
year
up.
now. But speaking of Frank Gore, I'm happy you said that. How about him and Andre going to
Andre
the
Johnson?
Colts? Do you think that makes them like somewhat of like
The U is
can
in
they
Vinny,
go?
that was those
Can
were the
they
I
go?
was waiting for someone to bring it
I was
up.
going to say
there's a-
next.
if
Anyway,
there's a
but
bigger
because it's fun. Last
can
year
they
I went.
go? Because I love that team.
Vinny,
I really do.
Vinny, last year
Can
I
they
went
go?
into the season.
I love Luck. I think Luck's phenomenal. Can they go? Do they have what it takes now to go?
Vin,
with the offensive
Nelly,
play,
you
yeah.
remember me? You remember me last year saying
I love Luck.
Seahawks and Colts in the Super Bowl,
Yeah.
and then close to the playoffs, I realized okay, it's going to be Brady.
Yeah.
I still think the Seahawks should have won the Super Bowl. That's a different story. I still think again this year it's going to be like Packers and Seahawks, and those are the contenders. And I think the Seahawks are going to go back. I really, really do. And truth be told, it was only a matter
How wide open the
in the AFC. It was only a matter of questioning is Peyton Manning. I see you as being done. So it was the whole thing of no, he's done.
He's
Nelly.
done now. He's done.
Andrew Luck.
He lost his tight end.
Andrew
He's done.
Luck is the only man who could dethrone Brady, and the NFL's waiting for it to happen. And
Really
this
are.
is not the year it happens again, Vinny. Even with Andre Johnson and Frank Gore, who had 752,000 carries over the last couple of years.
But he's playing every game. The last 3 seasons.
He'll get
Frank
injured this
Gore,
year.
look it up.
You heard it here first.
Every game the last
I know he
3
did.
seasons on the Hall, bro.
Yes.
Every game.
Look, if there's a bigger favorite or a lock to win a division than the Colts, then they're going to win the division.
They'll
That's
win.
guaranteed.
Yeah,
That's guaranteed.
Well, you don't think that Brian Hoyer at the Houston Texans is going to ship?
No. No.
So that's where their big advantage
Bernard
is.
Hopkins and Harry Foss will be hurt by week 7. The hamstring injury will be back.
Right. Every other team has at least one contender in their division, though. Every other team has at least one. The Colts have no one.
Yeah, but
that's a big strength I think they have. Is it's like
I don't know. They needed a running
They
back.
have to impose that defense.
But Frank Gore does give them veteran experience.
I'll put it to you this way.
Power. Even if he gives them half a season, like look what they did with what's his face, Boom Heron last year.
Yeah.
They still have Bradshaw, right?
They're fine. Yeah, they still have Bradshaw.
Then
He's not going to be the sole back there. No way.
Andre's huge. Could you put T.Y. in the 2 now, which is huge, and Andre's that?
Yeah,
he's huge. So people actually have to guard them and Luck to do what he wants.
T.Y. will be a Wes Walker type. He'll be in the middle.
And Nix is still there. I mean, Nix ain't great, but
Moncrief is going to be huge.
Yeah, Moncrief.
And they still have their tight end star too.
Yeah,
Fleener. They're a good team. I just think the offense coordinator is bad there. Their defense, they got to get a little more tougher. They got smoked in New England in the championship, guys. Let's just be honest. They played a Peyton Manning who was off his game.
They did get smoked.
He'll be out for blood. Brady will be Brady again. Yes, it is a coast ride to the playoffs for them, but I don't think that the personnel from the head office and the coaches to go over the top. It has nothing to do with luck. It has nothing to do with the pieces. I just don't like the play calling I see from them.
But can they beat them? Can they beat them outside of Gillette? Yes, I think they can beat them.
Yeah.
If Pats don't get home field,
That's what it is. It's big.
Because this division is not the Pats for sure anymore.
Yep.
Not for sure. So that's the big difference, I think.
You know what it is? They're gonna win the division, but they're gonna have a tough time grinding it out. That's what it is. They're gonna have trouble. They're gonna have trouble. Those are all tough games. The Jets.
Brady could get banged up.
Wow. Brady could definitely get banged up.
Do you know what though? I don't want to sleep.
Rex with the Bills defense. He's gonna want blood.
And Sue, you got to go against Sue now.
That's what I'm saying. And Cameron Wake on 2 Winford Ed.
Yep.
Come on.
I know. Can't wait to play this whole division.
Yeah.
Come on.
But let's not sleep on the Broncos because they have Gary Kubiak now.
I know.
And my man Owen Daniels.
I'm passed out.
Good night.
That's going to be awesome.
Manning.
I got a question, guys.
Then wake me up. Wake me up when you're done with talking about the Broncos.
No. One thing though, Mark, I want to ask you because I'm curious to see.
Oh shit.
Mark, aren't you a little curious to see Julius Thomas in a new environment and how much of his success was him?
What the hell
versus
are the
Peyton?
Jaguars?
Because Peyton could make Owen Daniels a star.
They will be a power in the
regular
West.
season.
Exactly.
In the regular season.
And then playoff come. Yeah.
I think Peyton Manning just puts too much pressure on himself. That's what
I agree. I think he's too much of his own coordinator.
He puts way too much pressure on himself. Yeah, that's what I think it is.
But maybe Gary Kubiak can fix that. Maybe John Fox wasn't enough of like a real presence. You know.
But still, come on.
What do you think about Julius Thomas's contract? You got
to Jacksonville?
Yeah, 46 mil, 9 mil a year.
You can't pay
5 year, 46 mil.
I would never pay that.
You can't pay that
to a tight end who doesn't block.
Did he donate half of that? Did he donate half of that to Peyton Manning?
I was gonna say he better thank Peyton Manning for that.
Monk, keep talking about Peyton Manning, Monk. So, I hope he's on Sunday Night Football and you go against him, and I'm gonna be with him. I can't wait. I told you so, Monk.
I don't know, man. I think he's done.
When Reggie Wayne signs in Denver, they reunite.
That could happen. Reggie Wayne also, I don't think he can play football anymore.
No, I don't think
I agree.
He made that spin around
I'm
catch.
with you, though.
I don't think he can play football anymore.
There's a few big guys we haven't covered yet that are still out there. There's Spiller, Percy Harvin, Vince Wilfork.
I think Percy Harvin's going to go to the Patriots.
Yeah.
Yes, that's
I think that's going to happen.
I could see that.
He's going to be a superstar in New England.
I could see that.
Superstar.
Percy Harvin still has a lot to offer, in my opinion.
Did you read
in the NFL.
his record at Seattle? Who he got into a fight with? He
Probably
got into a fight with Purse. He got into a fight with Leslie Frazier. He got into a fight with Russell Wilson. And you know what? He's probably perfect for New England. They're used to this stuff. He's not going to do anything under Belichick and Tom. Tom will yell right back at him. He ain't doing anything.
True.
He's not going to get his contract because of his personality. His money's done now. But do I see him go to New England? Yeah. It'll be a superstar then.
Superstar.
And PSG just tied the game, ladies and gentlemen. On another corner. Header.
And I think so. I happen to be reading an article as we speak about DeMarco Murray. And it's saying how the Eagles have gotten more interest in him after grabbing Sam Bradford, because they played together at Oklahoma in a high-powered offense, in an up-tempo offense. I mean, DeMarco Murray. I don't know. That's what it's saying right here. This article came out 2 hours ago.
Yeah.
Wow.
Don't you guys hate when players? This is one thing I don't get.
You know what sucks?
So many.
It's all about money.
It's all about money.
It's all about money. 'Cause I was reading about him that the Cowboys offered him, I think it was like $5 million a year or something like that. He wants $7 million. You're gonna leave with your team
over a couple $1 million.
Over $2 million. It's $2 million.
Leave your O-line, leave Romo.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's where I think the sport gets ruined. But
right. No, I'm with you, Vinny.
I'm intrigued to see where he goes personally.
Right now?
What?
Are you putting check in the game?
No.
Not for PKs?
Courtois stays in for PKs.
Okay. Just asking. Just get an update there.
Mark, I gotta say though, I love your patch, man. Your energy from low to high. They score. All right, I'm back. And now you're like so low again.
It's tough.
Crazy, man.
Even with go back to Dobbins. What do you think they should do with Charles Clay? Get rid of him and move on.
He went to Buffalo.
Cameron?
Charles Clay, yeah,
he signed a deal with Buffalo.
So
he's back to Buffalo.
They're gonna go in with Cameron, Jordan Cameron.
Yeah.
They're gonna go all in.
That's
with him.
there.
Dude, he's great. See, Jordan Cameron proved. This is why I think, like, if you're gonna pay a lot, I know it seems kind of crazy, but pay for Jordan Cameron, not Julius Thomas, because Jordan Cameron proved he's a stud with a choke of
he's a good player.
Exactly.
Julius Thomas, you're banking off of the numbers he put up with Peyton Manning.
He's not going to put those numbers up with Blake Bortles.
Yeah.
I like Blake Bortles, but he ain't putting those numbers up with Bortles.
Exactly,
Come on.
Exactly.
Come on.
Be
realistic.
And Julius was in an offense with
a lot of other weapons.
So he had
Welker.
Guys, this game doesn't go to penalties because PSG lead on the away goals. So.
Oh wow!
Shit, that's right.
Oh my!
The away goals count. So Chelsea has.
If Chelsea doesn't win, this game is over.
They have to win the game.
They'll be eliminated if they don't win the game. Chelsea. So.
And Andrew's computer will be broken.
And we are watching,
dude.
Let's take a break. Let's come back with more football at the other end of the break.
More football.
Are you a smoker and you need to quit, but you're discouraged 'cause it's harder than some like doing me? Smoker, but you like to do the tricks. Well, these are non-toxic clouds that exit your lips. Oh yeah, White Plains Vapors, located at 210 Mamaroneck Avenue in White Plains, New York. Visit our location and choose from a wide selection of exotic flavors.
Watching the Zadalza Entertainment Network on ZenLive.tv. Here, you'll find ridiculously good-looking people, equipped with knowledge, intellect, and passion for speaking the truth. Does it get any sexier? A filtered mind is the only crime for Zen Live. Stay tuned.
Hey, this is Vinny Pastor. You can call me Big Pussy, and you're watching ZenLive.tv.
You're watching the Zadalza Entertainment Network on ZenLive.tv.
Independent music, alternative news, the underground and the underrated.
What's going on, everybody? Master Bong, the MacGyver of pot here, taught millions of people around the world how to make a bong or a pipe out of anything and everything. And if you are ready to tune into my radio show, the Master Bong Power Hour, where we're always letting the good times roll, coming to you live and direct every Wednesday, 8:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 11:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on ZenLive.tv. So come join us, because we're having a great time. Master Bong, over and out.
Are you a smoker and you need to quit, but you're discouraged 'cause it's harder than some like doing me? Baby, White Plains Vapor. Baby, White Plains Vapor. Are you a non-smoker, but you like to do the tricks? Plains Vapors, located at 210 Mamaroneck Avenue in White Plains, New York. Visit our location and choose from a wide selection of exotic flavors.
Monday's got you off the wagon? Well, worry no more, because it's now officially a part of the 3-day weekend. So get on board. Come party with the Standby Gypsy, Juju the Model, and Blue Rivera every Monday night for your entertainment week in review, off-the-wall interactive segments, live performances, in-depth interviews, and the latest in sports. The Hangover Takeover is live every Monday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, only on ZenLive.tv.
You're watching the Zadaza Entertainment Network on ZenLive.tv.
And we're back, and I took over Monk's seat. He's having a tough time with this Chelsea 2-2 game right now. Totally forgot that the away goals matter, and we will not be in PKs right now. PSG will be advanced if they hang on. Down 10 men from the start of the game. It is not looking good. Monk, what can you say besides, they're down a man in your house, and it's not looking good. You got to clap it to them.
Chelsea should have ran away with this game. I don't even know if I'd give it to PSG as much as I take it away from Chelsea. Their whole performance was lackluster when it was 0-0. They were sitting back on that lead. They were lucky to get that goal from a corner, and PSG 2 corners. You got to defend set pieces.
By the way, Monk, your mic's in the air.
Mike is in the air. I'm back.
Yeah. Monk, it's frustrating. Believe me, when your team's got there and they disappoint you like this is a easy win. And, you Chelsea fans out here that listen to the Monk, I know you guys are dying as well. So, tough, hearts go out to you. It's suck away at Loose Sports. Ryan's been there. He's a Cowboy fan. You can talk about it. I'm a Bucks fan, and we haven't had anything in 12 years. And we're praying not to mess up our biggest pick in franchise history. So, let's go.
I hope you don't, speaking of that.
Yeah, we probably will.
I really hope you don't.
It's okay. I mean, come on.
I really hope you guys take Winston. I mean, come on.
Vinny,
you need a franchise quarterback.
Vinny, you are signing old, proven players right now in the Jets. Brandon Marshall.
I know that.
I know they're great. But it could go sour real quick with these guys.
No, of course.
It's phenomenal, but you still have a quarterback.
For a season or two.
You still have a running back.
I know.
And you're still not beating New England. It's that simple.
We'll see when the time comes.
You don't have a quarterback that Brandon Marshall could throw under the bus right now. That's what he's saying. He's a stud. Yeah. He's a game changer if he wants to be. If he wants to be, he's a game changer. But do you think as a Jet fan you got to make more moves in the free agency that you would like to see right now?
Yeah, I want to grab up a running back. Whether it be
anyone out there that you
no, there's really no. I personally liked Roy Halou, but he's gone. I liked him I liked him, but I mean, what are we gonna do? We gotta take somebody in the draft. That's what it's gonna have to come to. I'm assuming.
Yeah.
But unless we can make a trade for a veteran back, we have to do something. I mean, other than that, our defense is pretty much there. We got the 2 corners. You know what I'm saying? Our receivers are there. We signed a tackle from James Carpenter from the Seahawks, the O-line. Yep. So we're making the changes we need. I mean, just what do we do with that 6th pick? That's what it comes to. What are we going to do with that? If Mariota's there, we kind of have to take him, because how are you not going to take the best? I personally don't like him in the NFL, but how are you not going to take the best available?
The problem is this, though, Vic. You got Gino on the contract. I'm guessing Vic is out, right?
Vic's gone.
Vic's gone.
No,
Vic's out of the equation. You just signed Fitzpatrick. He's your number 2. Right. And then you're going to pay first-round money with the 6th pick to Mariota. Then you have 2 quarterbacks with first-round money, and you have the veteran leadership that could teach. What, you going to teach both of them? We're having a quarterback class?
Personally, I got to tell you, I don't like Gino.
No Jet fan should like Gino.
I don't like Gino.
Wow, game went final. Unbelievable game.
If I'm not mistaken, Gino has career. I think he has 1 less touchdown than pick 6 or something like that. If that's sort, it's really embarrassing. It's like, come on,
But where do you think the Jets go with the 6th pick now? You think you trade down, or where would you address right now?
I would
with
trade
Crow or without Crow, because you think it looks like you're getting Crow.
Today, I would trade the pick down and try and get a few more draft picks.
I think that's a smart
That's what I would do, but I'm not the GM.
I think the way
he's doing a phenomenal job so far.
He's doing a great job.
I mean, I did rip Brandon Marshall-Reeves, but
he's better than Idzik. But you know what's pretty funny? Idzik got fired before he was able to make any moves, because he established all this cap space. They were talking around the radio today. He established all this cap space, and then he got fired. So he couldn't even really make a move.
That's kind of messed up.
I'd love to see. I mean, imagine what moves he would have made. I don't know. I mean,
but you know what?
He did assemble that Seahawks team. I mean, he did.
But you know what? A move drafted Geno Smith will get you fired.
Yeah.
And then you should never draft him, even if you needed that in the position of Mark Sanchez.
No, you're exactly right.
And you know, Mark Sanchez, he didn't get the Eagles in the playoffs last year, but he had some bright moments.
He played very well for them. He did.
He smoked Dallas on Thanksgiving. We were talking about that before.
Very well for them.
Turnovers. I mean, it's a hard system to run. He did a good job.
Yes, exactly.
I would have loved to see him go to Buffalo if he didn't resign back with Philly.
That's what I was going to say. I'd love to see him with
Sanchez is good, but he's not great.
I know.
He's not great. No, he's not
Ryan,
great.
you would say, though, with Sanchez, with his win in San Diego and his win
but he also
Indy
has playoff experience.
He had playoff moments where he was great.
Experience. Yeah, he does.
Definitely. He made a Dilfer dime throw to Braylon Edwards against the Colts, take Peyton Manning out. Right. But, you know, when the Buff fumble happens and you're losing, you really got nothing.
That's what it was. Everybody remembers the Buff fumble, the Buff fumble. Look at him this year on Thanksgiving. He played, like you said, phenomenal versus the Cowboys. Phenomenal.
You can't bring in Tebow and then bring in Vic.
Speaking of Tebow, I seen an article. Tebow's gonna go to he's gonna go to the combine for the veteran players.
I would
try and come back.
I'd take him. I loved Tim Tebow.
What?
I loved Tebow, Ryan.
Get out of here.
Ryan, the overtime win against Pittsburgh was one of the best.
Anyway, Vinny, we'll talk football now. Not
Ryan,
we'll talk football.
Okay, as an NFL fan,
I love Tim Tebow.
As an NFL fan, that game was amazing.
The last 5 years, one of the best moments as a Bronco fan. One of the best moments. The AFC Championship game win against New England or Tebow against Seattle in the wild card? Tebow's win against the Bears.
Oh, my God.
What game will you remember? If you're a Denver Bronco fan, what game
are we talking about?
What game you remember?
Guess what? I'm going to remember the Cowboys lost forever, but I don't want to remember that.
Tim Tebow is in Bronco fan lore.
Remember when
John Elway doesn't like him,
but he sucks.
How great was that?
Tebow sucks.
For
the NFL,
he sucks. We beat the Steelers to the long pass to the Marius touchdown.
You know, we're live right now on Zen Live on TV. I had him on the money line. I was going nuts.
It was great.
Tebow does not belong in the NFL. No, I'm sorry.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
As a water boy, maybe.
No, maybe as a fullback.
Maybe as a fullback. Yeah.
Listen,
not as a quarterback.
Or a third string quarterback.
They should have made a system that worked for him. They should have made a system that worked. They should have ran the ball. I don't know.
How about
you know what could have been scary? Imagine him and Chip Kelly's system.
Yeah.
Back in the day, you know?
He can't throw a spiral. He can't throw. I know he can't throw.
Exactly.
But what's more exciting? He can't throw, but he wins. That's phenomenal. This guy's phenomenal. They went to New England the next week after that Steelers game, and they got crushed. Embarrassed.
It was shown, this is why Tebow
LA cut him in the fourth quarter. It was that bad. It was so bad. It was a good time.
Cut him in the fourth quarter. That's great.
But I'm on the Peyton bandwagon to Denver. I'm with that. But trading down as a Jet fan, okay.
Yeah, I would trade down.
Ryan, let's focus in on your Cowboys. You're not making that big of a splash right now in the free agency. You know, DeMarco Murray, it's a toss-up. How do you feel? Where do you want to see the Cowboys go? Where do you think they're going to go?
It's tough because I have so many mixed feelings about. I hate Jerry Jones with a passion. Yeah. So like I was saying, I'm a fan of their guys more than the organization. So I really don't want to see Murray go because I love Murray.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like you were saying, Vinny, if you're going to leave off of a few $1 million, man, come on.
Yeah.
Why would you want to leave?
Then go.
What the Cowboys are doing, I'll tell you right now. What the Cowboys are doing, they're betting that there's no way Murray leaves the best O-line in football for a few extra $1 million. That's what they're thinking. So
that's
go ahead, Murray.
An agent said that. An agent said he's not worth the money he wants because he had one great season, but he had the best
one healthy season also,
and he had the best O-line in football. That's what helped him get that many yards.
Right. It's the same thing we were saying with Julius Thomas. You're getting a lot of money, but you were Peyton Manning's tight end in a Broncos offense
with a chance to win a Super Bowl.
You need to understand it's not just market value all the time. It's also your situation. It's your history. It's what you did. Right. The odds on repeating stellar numbers after an 1,800-yard season is astronomical. It's almost impossible. Yeah. So that's what they're saying. They're basically saying, all right, we'll use Joseph Randle. We'll maybe get a guy from the draft, maybe C.J. Spiller or something, if Murray doesn't want to re-sign for the money that they want to give him. So I'm not too concerned about that. They franchised Dez. I'm happy. Romo's, obviously staying there, restructuring his contract. Sean Lee will be back. I'm okay right now, but at the same time, I have to admit, Murray might not be easily replaced.
Okay, I see. It's such a toss-up there. I feel like I understand Murray, ground and pound guy, hits hard, plays with his heart, big-time Cowboy fans, you must love him. He does have fumbling issues, It strikes the good running back sometimes. Tiki Barber did. All these guys. AP, when he first came to the league, had huge fumbling issues. But Murray leaves. I think the impression is he's not going to be good on another team because he was with Dallas in that O-line.
Yeah, the O-line.
And if AP can somehow get out of Minnesota,
where's he?
He wants to go to Dallas.
If he goes to Dallas, forget about it.
If AP is in Dallas, let me tell you something. It's a wrap.
Let Murray go.
I'm sorry, but it's a wrap, bro. It is. It's like
Murray go anywhere he wants.
Like that.
How can you not? How can you not?
Okay. Now another scenario. Devil's advocate here. Murray's gone. You can't get AP. Do you feel it's necessary that you have to take a running back with that first pick when you could have went defense and you could have built another position more? Would that piss you off, Ryan? That you didn't get the Murray deal done, you didn't get AP, and instead of getting a defensive player to play corner or safety or somewhere you need help with Sean Lee, but you got to draft a running back because Gurley's off the board, or Melvin Gordon. You got to take someone because it's Gurley and Gordon, and then everybody else is a tweener, and not every third down back, 3 down back, and I think Dallas fans will be mad because of that. Tell me how you feel. If that scenario played out, you didn't get AP and Murray didn't sign. Where do you have to go with your first pick? And will you be mad that you have to go there?
Well, it's like I was saying before about the Eagles fans bugging out. And Vinny, we were talking about this, about how you have to wait things out to really react because you just don't know. So I'm not gonna. It's hard for me to say, Nelly, because a part of me would probably flip out if things don't go well. Because I'd blame that. If they're a mess and it's how do you let Murray go, and I hate Jerry Jones even more. But at the same time, you have to look, Murray wants a little too much money probably than what he's worth, given the injury history, given the O-line. Randall was amazing as their running back last year when he was called.
Yeah, but he can't play 16 games.
Oh, no, absolutely not. But if they want to keep him as their change of pace guy, and they want to try and sign C.J. Spiller, or they want to draft someone, look, they may take the Saints approach from last year, have 2 to 3 serviceable guys, and interchange them constantly.
Okay.
Kind of like they had with Mark Ingram, Pierre Thomas,
Kyrie Robinson.
I mean, maybe. I mean, think about it. If the Saints O-line was better, who knows? I mean, the Cowboys O-line is their biggest strength.
Okay.
So maybe they're saying, let's replace the 1,800 Murray yards with 2 1,000-yard rushers, something like that.
Yeah.
You're right.
Now, Nell, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
What do your Bucks do this offseason? Besides the first pick, we know that. But
Vinny, we have done nothing this offseason. You know what we've done? We've cleared $35 million cap space. That's all we've done. We have signed no one. We're bringing in Bruce Carter for visits right now.
See, that pisses me off too, man. I don't want him to leave.
If you were the GM,
I don't want him to get signed.
Hey, wow. Get signed. Bruce Carter's awesome.
What would you do with that money if you were the general manager?
If I was the Bucks?
Yeah. Would you bring in?
We cut Claiborne and Bowers, so we got to go get a defensive end.
You cut the other guy today too.
We cut Collins, and we cut another offensive lineman. We cut too.
You cut somebody just before.
Yeah, we cut an O-lineman with big money. We signed him last year.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
he was a 5-year big contract.
Well, our big thing
Johnson.
Yes, Johnson. We cut Johnson. We were going to go after Balaga. Balaga re-signed with Green Bay. So that's out the window. Yeah. Let's go waste our second-round pick on an offensive lineman now. The Buck fans are crazy because, when the contract comes up on rookies, we don't re-sign our big-time guys. Everyone leaves. Hakeem Talib, he leaves. Our running backs blow their engines. Yeah. Everyone doesn't stay. And you got to realize that. I'm counting down the years Mike Evans is going to be gone. It just is what it is in Tampa.
Great.
And we know that. Good. We're just hoping we got a franchise guy's quarterback that's going to be our quarterback for 7-8 years. And you know what, Drew Brees? $5, $6, we do that deal in a heartbeat. We take that first-round pick and Drew Brees, and we're gonna build the whole line. And we better not, because Buck fans, we deserve our face of the franchise. We deserve our guy for his lengthy career, if it's 4 years or 8 years, to make that run. Josh Freeman should have never got drafted. He's out of Kansas State. He's terrible. He wasn't good in college. He's not going to be good at NFL. Mike Gunn played terrible where he went. I mean, what are we doing? We have the number 1 pick, and we can't mess it up because we had the first pick in the draft. The first time ever. We cannot mess this up. And what are we doing? We're trying to mess it up. We brought Winston in So we would be active in free agency. We've signed nobody. So I don't know what the whole thing was. Winston coming in now when we could do it 3 weeks later, and then we have Mariota and Winston week-to-week basis, and we're not getting active. We're typical Bucks. Now, the best move was Jimmy Grant leaving Seattle. That was the best move the Bucks made. And we didn't make the move. And we didn't make the move.
Do you think maybe that they didn't make moves because it's Tampa Bay, and maybe some people they met with just didn't want to go there?
It could be it. Could be it. It's not a big NFL
I just want to give them maybe a little bit of leeway there, maybe.
What got my hopes up, honestly,
if you would want to go to Tampa, wouldn't you rather play, like, for Julius Thomas' sake? Wouldn't you rather play for Tampa than play for Jacksonville?
Absolutely. But Jacksonville paid him $9 million a year.
That's what I'm saying. You know, like... And the Bucks and the Bucks, maybe that might be.
We took Jenkins though last year with our second pick, so we're not going to go tight end.
Okay.
Yeah, he sucks. I know Washington. He sucks. Let's be honest here. Spade's a spade. Guy sucks. I don't even want to talk about us. We're not worth the halftime on the show. We're not. Let me be honest.
I was just asking.
We got Mike Evans. And we got Joe McCoy. Yeah. And our defense is good. We got good talent. We need an outside linebacker. We should have got A.J. Hawk. We let him walk.
Yep,
okay?
to the Bengals.
We let A.J. Hawk walk.
Yeah. That's some signing for them, by the way.
I know. Greg Hardy's out there. I don't know why he's not signed.
Yeah, why? Yeah.
And we're bringing in Bruce Carter and Chris Conte, who I love. We don't need Chris Conte. He gets hurt every snap. And he's on the sidelines. I draft Chris Conte every year in fantasy because he gets massive tackles. He's a game changer, but he can't play more than 3 games in a row.
Yeah.
So what are we doing? We're signing older veteran guys for what? For what? What do you want me to say? We're still going to be bad, Vin.
All right, I was just asking you. Okay.
We haven't made any moves.
I was just asking you. Okay.
I don't have no idea who our 3 wide's going to be. We have Jenkins as our tight end. It's terrible. We have Sims from West Virginia as my running back. We have Bobby Randy. They're C-plus players. We don't get the A-plus player.
Doug Martin.
No, he sucks.
What do you mean, Doug Martin?
Sucks.
What are we talking about, Doug Martin?
Like Williams 2.0.
I would knock Doug Martin out. I would never blow out Doug Martin. He's terrible.
He's bad.
Everyone's like, every fantasy football draft I was in, I took Doug Martin the first and second round. I go, do you know the Tampa Bay Buccaneers? Do you know this guy's going to suck? And that's exactly what he does. He sucked.
He did, yeah. You're right.
It's that simple.
He did.
Well, so what do you want me to say? I'm praying over here, Ryan, that we don't trade the number 1 pick.
I hope
my heart is in my throat.
I really hope so for your sake.
I told you, I'm leaving the franchise. I'm walking off the ship. Tampa Bay fans, you should do the same thing.
You guys didn't answer my question before. Do you both like? Are you guys the organization guys or are you the player guys?
In my case, I'm a player guy. We have $30 million in cap, but we don't sign anybody. I'm a player guy.
No, I mean, like, are you, when you say you're a Bucks fan, right? You feel like you're a Bucks fan for certain people?
For certain people, of course.
Or just no matter who is on the team. You know,
I'm
let's say there's a team you hate.
Yeah.
Give me a team you really hate.
Who I hate? Carolina.
Okay.
Carolina, I hate them.
Let's just pretend that the entire Panthers team swapped with your Bucks. Would you still say would you still be a Bucks fan, or would you like the Panthers? Because some people are fans of guys. Like,
I hear you.
Kobe fans or Tom Brady fans, whatever.
Yeah.
And they'll follow their guys. And
I'm a Jets fan.
You're a Jets fan, so you don't care who they have at all.
I'm a Jets fan. Yeah.
There's no one that they can have that you would.
I've dealt with this team for this many years. I'm a Jets fan, right? We've sucked for years, okay?
But you don't have any of that passion.
Sorry.
You don't have any of that passion or heart for the guys.
I do, but I know they're not going to stay because I've seen it occur in every other sport. I'm a diehard Knicks fan.
So what makes you like the Jets?
I'm a diehard Knicks fan too. I'm a diehard Rangers fan too. It's just my teams.
What makes you?
They've been my teams forever, right? Forever.
Right.
I remember being a kid going to games forever. Never rooted for the Giants in football. Always.
Certain towns play to certain styles. Steelers, hardcore. Raiders, Jets, Patriots, Cowboys. And, you build that bond on it. Like, no matter what, Cowboys are America's team. You love Tony Romo because he's the face of the team.
I hate him.
And everything he went through, and Dez is like Michael Irvin. Only Dez Bryant could wear Michael Irvin's number and live up to it. And live up to it.
Absolutely.
Who can do that? As a Cowboy fan,
exactly.
You wear number 88? Is this guy kidding me? You haven't played a snap.
I remember his rookie
and he's unbelievable.
The number, and everyone was like, what? That's a big deal.
How do you do that? That's putting, a chip on your shoulder.
Yep.
It is.
It really is. And you love Dez. Dez should be a Cowboy for the rest of his life.
They better lock him up. They better lock him up.
Up to it so far.
Ryan, I was going to get to that. If you don't sign Murray, long-term deal, Dez Bryant has to happen.
Has to happen immediately.
Has to happen before training camp.
Has to happen immediately.
Tomorrow, if that's the case.
Yeah.
You kidding me?
We're here still watching highlights of Chelsea losing.
If they
Monk's not in the building.
If they let Murray go and that's when I'll flip back.
Oh yeah.
If they let Murray go and don't sign Dennis the day after, that's when I'll flip.
You can't do that.
That's when I'll flip.
You can't do that.
The guy is
even though Jerry Jones is a complete retard, so
he's an idiot.
He might.
Steven Jones won't let him. Steven Jones won't let him be too big of an idiot. Let Des go.
As a Buck fan, we're swirling the DeMarco Murray talk. No, please, no. I love DeMarco,
swirled in DeMarco
but he
Murray
fumbles,
talk too.
and I don't want this. I want a fresh start.
He actually didn't fumble for last 8 games of the season, of course, and then fumbled away the
that Green Bay was a bad one though.
Yeah,
it was a bad.
Really
that was a bad. This fumble was a bad fumble. He dropped the ball on the ground. Should never came out. It was bad.
That was the game. I don't want to think. Just like Monk with soccer, I don't even want to think about it.
Yeah, I know. But I gotta say the story about this, even with the Jimmy Graham trade to Seattle.
That was
that we talked about in the NFL draft. The tight end division is terrible because Seattle was penciled in taking Funches to play tight end for them.
Right.
That's out the window now. You got Jimmy Graham.
But who even seen that coming? That was the most random.
The Saints players are mad about that.
That was the most random thing. I've seen random trades in sports. That was the most random trade I've ever. Especially in Seattle, too. I was like, are you kidding me? Come on.
First time in a long time
Max
as
Unger.
a Buck fan. I can't wait to play New Orleans next year. I can't wait. Mark Ingram and Brandon Cooks, we're going to eat you up. Varner, here's Cooks. Here's the rookie. Yeah. He didn't play a full season. Mark Ingram, here you go. Me, Joe McCoy. And we're going to sweep you next year. I can't wait. Winston's going to go wild.
I really hope you guys take Winston now. I really do. I'm praying for you guys.
I looked at our schedule. It's sickening. So. Out of, what do we have? 16 games out of 8 games the Bucks have on the road. We have 6 in a dome. 6 in a dome. How crazy is that?
That's great.
We're in Indy.
Speaking of this, watch this
Houston.
Game, watch this shot.
Oh, yeah. We got a half-court. What is this, the FIU UTSA game?
FIU, yeah.
It's 54-54,
Vin.
shot.
No.
Game over.
Oh, that's
it's March Madness.
It's what are you, Dickie V? It's March Madness, baby.
That was ridiculous.
Speaking of which, we're going live. Full 90 minutes, March Madness. Yeah. Don't fill out your brackets yet. Pipe Bomb Sports will be ready. The whole details, the whole upsets.
Players to watch, everything.
I'm in a 60-man March Madness. I've won twice in the last 5 years. I want to retain. I'm the current champion right now, and I had Duke win it all last year.
Nice.
And they got knocked down their first game. So you let me know when you have a guy who wins your bracket, who loses their champion loses their first game.
Round,
That's how good of a bracket I had.
That's pretty stellar, man.
That's not what eligible.
Wait, so you must have had the other 3 Final
I had
Four.
Wisconsin, I had Iowa State long. I went nuts.
Yeah.
I went nuts.
His bracket was phenomenal last year.
Phenomenal.
It was phenomenal.
It was a tiebreaker between me and my godfather.
Did you have Florida in the finals? Because I did.
I don't think I did. I'm gonna see if it's on Yahoo, so I can
Florida,
look it up
man.
again.
I still miss.
I know. What happened?
Let's
talk about that. What happened to Billy Donovan and the Florida
Dude, I told you guys, no Scotty Wilbekin. No Patrick Young, man.
Yeah, that kid was
That's what happened. Wilbekin was the man.
He was phenomenal. Yeah, they just completely took a complete nosedive. They're terrible.
Top SEC school.
That's what I'm saying.
Great place to go to college. Kids
teams
to play basketball.
Arkansas are smoking.
Billy Donovan. You went back-to-back titles, and you can't get a 5 blue chipper kid.
That's what I'm
to go there.
That shows you sometimes
not right.
1 or 2 guys can be.
It's basketball.
It can, yeah.
Can be everything in basketball.
You know,
exactly.
We got tournaments going on, and you see an underdog team slipping in that shouldn't make the bracket, but it's going to win the conference, win the ACC or somewhere. Did anyone see an upset anywhere? Gonzaga, put a beat down on Pepperdine yesterday. Gonzaga's in.
On BYU they
played. BYU.
Gonzaga's in.
Pepperdine, BYU.
BYU. Gonzaga should be.
They look phenomenal.
They look phenomenal.
Yeah, Pangos looks like he wants it this year, man.
But I don't see any.
No
I think
big
it's going to stay
upsets.
status quo. I want Indiana to get in. That's my.
You love Indiana.
We'll talk about it next week.
Next week, yeah, we'll get into it.
It's going to get weird on the show.
We'll get into all that next week. It's going to get real.
90 minutes, one topic. Pipe on
I won't be here, unfortunately.
All right. Well, you got to send in your bracket. We'll update the Final Four and everything. It's nothing better than Selection Sunday.
Nothing better.
Nothing better. You sit down, you see where you are. As a Duke fan, I'm happy where we are right now. 2 seed looks like we're gonna get a mid-tier 9 seed in there, and it's fine.
The Dookie should be a 1 seed in the tournament.
I understand that, but number 2 overall.
Yeah.
Number 2 overall. I think that was the point.
Right.
You gotta be 1 or 2, 3 or 4. You don't want to mess with those teams.
No, you don't. You're right. Yeah.
It's just too much. I'm gonna pull up the rankings in 1 second right now. Rankings, because there was a reason why I liked this. I forgot my thought. Where's Virginia? Where did Virginia drop? Are they out of the top 4?
I think so. Now.
I don't think so.
I think they're out of the top 4. I got you right now.
Then where is Virginia? We got Rebecca will be on the show next week as well. Big time Virginia fan.
I'm not high on Virginia.
Are they out? Are they going to go semifinals in this ACC tournament? Or
they might go. I mean, yeah, I think so. I mean, I think Duke's winning the ACC tournament personally.
Okay.
That's my pick on it. Everything runs through Duke down there. I mean, this year it's going to run through Virginia, but still runs through Duke. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's my pick for that tournament. But Virginia's done, I think.
I'm pretty high.
I don't think they're going to make it that far in the big tournament either. I don't think so. I'm not that high on
We got a lot to talk about next week. We got big top teams.
I'm gonna miss it. Yeah.
You know, I like Kansas. A little preview. I'm sorry they got a bunch of talent. I want to see what they draw.
I like Iowa State, except for the free throw shoot, but I like them a lot.
Yeah. I can't believe like Indiana's on the bubble. I love how they play. I know you don't like them, Ben, but
I don't. I'd like to see St. John's make it. Speaking of that,
yeah.
St. John's.
UNC's a scary team. I thought they played Duke good both times this year.
Yep.
You know, they got into a little funk, but they got Page and Tokoto. I could see them, you know, mid-rank ACC team, 5-seed ACC.
Good,
they could win 3 games, man.
Yeah,
they could really win 3 games. But what the big story? What about Syracuse and all the fines that came down on Boeheim?
Oh my God, Boeheim!
I mean,
that was because I heard that that was with that Fab Mello case. When Fab Mello was there, they were passing him when he wasn't going to class. I was like, "Are you kidding me?" Like, yeah, like it was serious.
What was it? A 4-year punishment, right?
Yeah. But they'll still be able to grab some recruits. I think.
Like that's what I'm looking at right now. Like,
Virginia's still 3 in the AP top 25. The coaches poll they're 4, but they're still 3. Kentucky's 1, Duke's 2, Virginia 3, Nova's 4. Arizona was really good. They're 5.
Is that fair for Duke right now? Because if we get the 1 seed, Wisconsin's going to be our 2, and no, they're not going to be our 2. It will be the Gonzaga.
But that'll be out west.
I know.
That's the bad part.
I know.
Gonzaga's out west. They're not moving. There's no travel involved there.
Kentucky's going to play Maryland. That's the 2 seed as the 8 right now?
Yeah.
They're going to kill them.
Maryland. Oh, my God.
They're Maryland.
Good luck.
What do you mean? Virginia, with their best player, could beat Maryland now.
Yeah, no, I didn't see that.
I didn't look into it.
That happens,
No. I think if Kentucky's minus 150, you got to take them. You got to take them to win it all.
No, I'll take them to win. I'll take them Wisconsin to win it all.
Okay. All right, we'll see. We'll see what the bracket looks like. You might change your mind.
You got to see. I'm just going by looking at this paper. You know what I'm saying? Wisconsin versus Kentucky will be a great game in the national championship. And I would take Wisconsin. I like Frank Kaminsky. I think he's phenomenal.
He's a phenomenal player.
Kentucky will
fantastic
phenomenal.
Player. I think they'll lock for the Final Four.
Yeah.
And probably the championship.
But this is wide open stuff.
Listen, it's college basketball, guys. You never know who's going to win on any given night. It's,
Then I'm in love with these teams
that Duke lost last year.
So now, they're going to have 4 seeds. Oklahoma's going to be a 4 seed. West Virginia's going to be a 4 or 5 seed. North Carolina's going to be there. Arkansas is a good team.
You got to remember, SMU is a good team. SMU's coached by Larry Brown, so they're a good team.
Yeah. Louisville's 14.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I was just looking. Notre Dame's 11. Notre Dame could win it. Come on, they're good.
Yeah. And you got Arizona, who's a 5 seed. Arizona sucks. Arizona sucks. I'm over them.
Way done.
Arizona sucks.
I'm way done with that.
Watch Arizona play, bro. You'll put on any other sport.
He's not joking. They're not that good.
They're not that good. They're not that good.
You know what?
I'm out. Second game. Maybe first.
Now, Davidson's a good team.
Yeah.
Davidson's a real good team. They're really good.
I'm impressed with what Gonzaga. They're in.
Yeah, so am I.
Coach K, that was his pick to win it all before the season started. Big guys, Pangos at the guard.
Pangos wants.
The problem is they don't play good competition, but they look good.
They looked real good. That big guy's really good. The big guy they have is really good.
So let's play. Predictions, future. Any other crazy stuff is going to go down in the NFL before we come back on air on Wednesday? Do you see anything like Murray going anywhere, Hardy?
Yeah, before in a week, I think something will happen. Everything's been happening so quick.
Trade or sign.
The Murray situation will be resolved by next week's show.
Yes, that's what I think too. I think Murray will be resolved. They'll know where Murray's going, I think. I think it's just a lot of signings. No more big trades are going to come in now. I don't think so.
It's weird, though, that this year...
the Bucks, so maybe we're trying to work something out.
Yeah.
Why did we just sign these? You got to realize, we cut these guys. We signed them last year. Deals.
I know. 5-year deal. I've seen them. I know.
I know. Some people some teams, man.
Yeah.
It's like they have no idea what they're doing.
No. They don't, Ryan. They don't, Ryan. You got to ask yourself. We went into last year's free agency, And what happened? We saw Del Rivas go to New England, and what did we say? Holy shit, New England's going to go all the way. And they won the whole thing. Because they did it. They went after it. They got their big guy.
Right.
That's what they needed.
And now, when you got teams on the cusp, and I just read I wrote an article about the St. Louis Rams 4 days before this happened with the whole trade, how the Rams are coming in 2015. They just got to get their quarterback position figured out
and they
with Bradford. And Nick Foles is a tremendous signing for this team going forward. Think about it. Seattle's on the hangover. 49ers, everyone's gone. So 49ers is Philly 2.0 right now.
It's their division to lose.
Everyone's out.
It's their division to lose with
Arizona, new rookie, new coach.
Yep.
Exactly.
You got Stacy, Mason, Gibbons, Austin, O-line, D-line. They smacked Peyton Manning in St. Louis last year.
Defense is
they
great.
go to overtime and play San Francisco and Seattle hard games, division games. Seattle, best team who went to Super Bowl.
And Jeff Fisher.
The St. Louis Rams are here. I wrote in the article, phenomenal draft last year that they had.
Yeah.
They needed this quarterback that they could rely on. Nick Foles could air the ball down the field. He could take a hit, stand in the pocket. Jeff Fisher said, number one reason why I came to St. Louis because of Bradford. Well, you know what? It didn't work out for Jeff Fisher, and now he has Nick Foles. And St. Louis fans should be ecstatic about this.
They should be.
They might want to address the quarterback position in third, fourth round.
Right.
Stay with them. Congrats to the Rams. And even going back to the draft for me, we would talk about tight ends. With these running back moves, they can't be happy with this running back class.
No.
With the injury to Gurley, they might not let Gordon. I told you the guy can't catch the ball in the backfield. I don't know what everyone's saying. That he's a freak.
He's not.
Duke Johnson's ranked 4. I'll tell you right now, Duke Johnson got a plethora of things wrong with him.
He does.
He's the 4th ranked running back in this draft. You got to find these guys.
3's Abdullah, right?
Yeah, Abdullah.
I think he's going to be the best. I think he's going to pan out to be the best. I do.
Yeah. I do have a weird feeling about Melvin Gordon. But I still think he's going to be great.
Wouldn't you think, though, if you're the Colts, instead of signing Frank Gore, that you would get a guy in the first round, Gordon or Gurley?
No, they wanted Gurley. No, they want Gurley. I was reading, the Colts want Gurley, but they're scared with the injury. They're scared with his injury. He's not letting any doctors look at him.
Yeah,
you know what? The thing with the Colts, man, you have Luck.
I'm listening.
If you have a guy like Luck, don't focus on the run game as your biggest strength. You have Andrew Luck. Your passing game should be your biggest strength.
But they pass the ball way too much. If you watch
I understand that, but that's the thing. They have Gore. They have a service. They have a guy that can run.
They
just don't have a guy that's going to be the focal point of the offense, and they don't need it.
Yeah,
they have a guy that can support their running game and still have Boom.
Him and Bradshaw,
guy.
Oh, well, Bradshaw, yeah.
They still have Luck. They got T.Y. now with Andre Johnson. That's a good tandem. They made some. I think they're in a good position.
Yeah, they're doing the right things.
Right.
I think they're like they're a rookie team that's very potent, has big potential. They're just making bad mistakes at the wrong time, the Colts. And they're trying to fix it out. They got to tighten up their defense. They got to get, tougher on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah.
Gore's a good signing. Yeah. Maybe they still take a running back and run dual set if they're not happy with that. Right. But Gore, he's reliable. He is. Yeah. He's from the U. He's a stud. But then again, Adrian Peterson never played a healthy season in college. Never. Frank Gore was always hurt in college. As a Miami fan, Frank Gore got hurt every year. Yeah. And he's like the Iron Man in the running back position.
I don't know what Andrew was talking about, how Gore got ran to the ground the last 3 seasons. He hasn't
barely ran the ball. He was not happy with his role in San Francisco.
I know.
It's bad, bro. It's bad.
But there are some teams the last few years that have just been slowly tanking to literally irrelevance.
Yeah.
49ers are going to be irrelevant next year. They're going to be a joke.
Might be out of a job.
They're going to be a joke.
I heard he might be on the block.
He probably is. Yeah, right.
Teams are calling about him, I heard.
But
I don't know.
The Texans were great.
Called about him.
The Texans were like a 9-10 win team, in the playoffs, and now they're even worse than they were. I mean, what do they... I'm excited to see their defense because you have Clowney now back healthy with Watt.
Well, he got
offense is a
Speaking
mess.
of Clowney, he had to get rushed to the hospital the other day.
Oh my God, I know.
Swearinger's pit bull bit him. No, really? I swear to God,
that can't be that serious.
I swear, his pit bull bit him.
Who's calling for Kaepernick? The Philadelphia Soul?
I don't know.
Happening, bro?
No, they're claiming he's getting
a Canadian football team. I don't know. I heard it. They didn't say what team it was exactly.
He could be a good fit for certain teams.
Vinny, I was wrong about Flacco. I said Flacco was going to suck, and
I still think
Big Boy stepped up. No, you can't say it.
He's good in the postseason.
You can't say it
anymore.
Nope.
He ate my words. It made me my words. And when I saw
Kaepernick
Kaepernick
every year, man.
I said the same thing. The guy was going to suck.
We thought he was going to be.
And he was the fastest guy on the planet, it looked like Kaepernick, for 2 years. Now you realize you can't throw. He has all the weapons you could want in the world. Every year it's like a toy store for him. Crabtree, Bolden, Vernon Davis, Moore, anybody you want. Smith, like anyone you want. We'll bring them in for you. And he didn't get it done. Just didn't handle the offensive line well. A lot of false starts. Holden, that has to be his fault. Holding on to the ball too long.
See, that's what else is crazy. Kaepernick's been the problem.
Should they have kept Alex Smith in place of Kaepernick?
Oh, yes, they should have. Yeah? I'm telling you, people, Alex Smith is laughing. He's laughing right now.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, Alex Smith is an excellent, safe game manager. He's not great, but now, yes, you can say he's better than Kaepernick without a doubt.
How much?
And him on the Hallborough.
Yeah.
With a good defense.
Well, I don't get how they're letting everyone go except their biggest problem in Kaepernick. Instead, they let all the receivers go.
This
Vernon Davis, like.
Yeah.
Well, they signed Torrey Smith.
What?
They signed Torrey.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, well, yeah. What are you going to do? One route.
I know.
You're going to go deep. That's it.
I know. That's all he runs. I know.
Yeah, so hold the flag on the play. It's bad, dude. It's bad. It's just
they commit the most penalties I've ever seen in my life. Though the 49ers.
No, it's bad.
They commit so many penalties.
It's like I was saying before. Like every division, I feel like right now going into this year, has like one or two absolutely atrocious teams. It's going to be a very strange season coming up with a lot of lopsided matches, which is not what they want.
Yeah,
it's not good for football. I mean, how many primetime games last year were blowouts? You guys know that?
Yeah.
There were of all the games last year.
I was on the right side of them, so I love
two that were decided by a touchdown. The last two.
Yeah.
Every other one was like 20, 18, 20-point games. It's insane.
I know. You're right.
So that's.
Vin, I got a question for both you guys. Like we saw the Jimmy Graham thing, graham crackers and Skittles at Seattle now. It's gonna be awesome.
That's awesome.
But yeah, I'm thinking offense. But why am I not sold on Seattle that they're gonna go back to the Super Bowl? I got a feeling something's gonna be wrong with them. Like you just lost the Super Bowl. It's a Super Bowl hangover. It always happens. Look what happened in Denver this year. And I'm just like, no, it's not gonna happen. Like it's not. Like maybe the play's gonna turn on Pete Carroll for what happened last year. Marshawn Lynch, you gotta crack down sooner or later. Russell Wilson had an awful game against Green Bay, made the big mistake against New England. Maybe he's getting exposed.
Maybe he's gonna do a cap. Maybe he's gonna pull a Kaepernick. Maybe he's gonna regress. I mean, that's I could see
get
that.
a little bit slow as
time will tell,
guys. Get a little bit slow.
It's only like 6 months of the football season.
I know. I can't wait.
I know. I'm counting the days.
I can't wait.
Cannot.
Fantasy's gonna be insane, and
it's less than 200 days.
It's a mess because everyone's values are all messed up now with their new home.
Yeah, everyone's on his team now.
Worth.
All right.
Yeah.
But we'll get to that.
I
just think.
Go on.
No. It's just like it's funny you said about Seattle. I could see them being every bit as good with Jimmy Graham and Lynch in their offense, but you're right. I could also see them just falling apart.
I don't feel it.
I mean, Jimmy, because same thing. Jimmy, how much was
Jimmy Butler
of Drew Brees?
Okay.
And
Jimmy. Okay.
Very funny.
Jimmy Butler. He's still injured.
All right, listen, guys.
You go
back to the Bulls for a second.
Yeah. All right. What happened?
They're still going to be in the East.
Yeah.
They're still going to be there in the Eastern Conference Finals.
How much you want to bet?
I'm confident about it. Rose will be back. Jimmy's going to be back.
Right.
They are warriors, okay?
Studs.
Pau Gasol is a beast.
The Cavs are killing teams. They killed the Mavericks last night.
But what the Bulls do is they lose to crappy teams like the Lakers.
Guys.
And they'll beat teams like Golden State and Golden State. So.
Yeah. Listen, we got to talk about this. Who's the best player right now between Russell Westbrook and Stephen Curry?
I'm so glad you brought up.
We cannot go without this podcast without talking about this.
This may seem like the dumbest thing to all you listening, to you two. But Curry is I don't care. Curry is way above Russell Westbrook, and here's why. Talent individually, they're close. But Westbrook makes too many mistakes for the team that Curry doesn't make.
Okay. You're right.
Westbrook, he did that thing, the whole seven triple doubles in a row was when Jordan did it in '89, right? So he did like 4 of his last 5 or 4 in a row, whatever.
He did 4 in a row, then he missed the game, then got
That's
one more.
incredible, but how many of those games did they win?
Yeah, not a lot.
One of them. They lost multiple ones by like 3 or 4 points. Same thing with Jordan in '89 with those triple doubles. They didn't win all those games. That's excellent. You're an amazing freak athlete and stuff, and he is one of the best individual players in the league. But as a team, he's hurting his team more than he's helping him right now.
Yeah.
Curry, they're winning. That's the difference.
Okay, I'll put
Curry
this
is still my pick for MVP.
I'm with you.
I go Curry.
I pick Curry. If I
don't get me wrong,
ticket,
the single accomplishment that Russell's doing is phenomenal, but his team's still not winning. Exactly. His team's fighting for an 8 spot. They have to win. I don't care if he gets 10 triple doubles or your team has to win.
He'll score 80 points and then throw it away, turn it over.
At least Curry's team is an all-around winning games. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe this is light at the end of the tunnel for Oklahoma City fans if Durant ever leaves.
Well, if
I have one ticket to go see Curry or Westbrook, I'm going to go see Curry. I'm going to go see Curry.
Yeah.
Great basketball.
Durant will miss another 1 to 2
weeks. These two guys brought to the table in the NBA.
Yeah.
Awesome.
They made it great. Because it was dying out, the NBA now. It was great, the All-Star break, then everything. The Hawks are phenomenal. Now they're slowly but surely going under.
Yeah.
You know, but...
we got fun.
They're making it fun to watch night in, night out. You know, is Westbrook going to get a triple double? Is that going to happen again? You know,
right? So
people are watching. People are tuning in.
People are watching. You're right.
So tonight, episode sponsored by Unique Affairs. We love you guys, and we got an awesome week ahead of us next week. I mean, Selection Sunday is like, Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
College basketball fans, it's awesome. You sit there, you see what your bracket is, your favorite team. Duke. As a Duke fan, I can't wait to see who we got, how we got screwed over. Yell at the TV about it. We got WrestleMania coming up in 2-3 weeks. We'll be covering our WrestleMania,
the Derby, everything.
The Derby. Right. That's right. It's
the
it's never an
fight, the NFL draft, and also guys, check us out on our podcast.
Yes,
Pipe Bomb Sports Show.
Pipe Bomb Sports.
Pipe Bomb Sports Show. We're finally back on the iTunes game. Thank God, and we couldn't be happier. And going forward, it's gonna be awesome, guys. Awesome stuff. Good things.
I'll miss you guys next week, but I'll be here until.
Guys, next week.
Any final thoughts going off? Get into let's just get madness.
A-Rod hit a home run today, guys.
Yeah,
for all Yankee fans.
Yeah, off a guy that's bagging groceries. Who cares?
No, it was off of Workman.
Yeah, he needs work, man.
It was Workman. I know he does, but
that's awesome.
Who is Workman?
He started last year for the
I know. Was he on the Phillies at one point too?
Yeah, I think so.
So bad. Were the Eagles going to pick him up too?
They might.
Ridiculous. Ridiculous.
He might fit the Chips system.
Yeah. At this point, everyone does. It's ridiculous.
Exactly.
All right, guys. Crazy night here at Pipe Bomb Sports. We love you guys. We'll see you next Wednesday. March Madness.
Take care.
Your boy Nelly will be in the seat. Vinny, Ryan, and Monk's probably dead in the street somewhere. We're going to go find him. We're going to go pick our brother up somewhere. See you guys later.
See you guys next week.